everybody, welcome back to another episode of Last Day Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, guys, your favorite fantastic day of the most amazing variety. And today, boom, go ahead and cop a peek at this bad boy right here. This is our very first look at an upcoming location known as the Hunter's Camp. So without further ado, this was posted on Discord earlier today with the caption, "This week the update has moved the section hashtag under development," which they do once every week, and we always ensure to cover from Thursday, but nothing can stop us from giving it today. The Hunter's Camp location will check whether the survivors still have some sense of compassion and striving for mutual help left. And then what we are seeing here is what appears to be that exact Hunter's Camp location. Now, what type of location is this going to be? I think that's the first question that we need to address, and I think just kind of given what it is, like, it's either going to be a permanent location or an event. So far from what we're seeing, it doesn't look like it's the event, and the reason that I'm saying that is, as you guys are seeing here, you have like his entire little camp set up. That's what the location is going to be known as, and you can already see, like, either it's going to be in the total corner of whatever area or event it is in, or it isn't going to be that massive of a location. I don't think it'll be too big, but we're going to have to go ahead and wait and see, because like they were saying, they said something about having compassion. So that means, like, you know, being able to, like, you know, probably not be a total douche nozzle. I'm guessing the hunter is going to be needing some form of a help, and or maybe that dog that we're seeing right there, we might need to do something with that. Maybe the hunter has disappeared and the dog will lead us to where he is, and he might be in trouble somewhere on the map. I could totally see that happening. Honestly, having this be an event that we see on the, like, the reason it could pop up is like, oh, you see a fire in the distance, you see some smoke rising, and then once you arrive near this campfire with the dog, and then the dog leads you to the hunter who may or may not be in some trouble. And maybe that is where we have to make the decision to help the hunter out of his trouble or to let him perish. And I'm guessing what might happen is that if we let him perish, we'll be able to entirely loot up his camp, which looks to have some pretty cool stuff. Notably, over in that right hand side of the screen, you guys are seeing a very nice camping backpack, which might be what makes this location so special, because as you guys are seeing right there, that is what appears to be a pretty spacious backpack. And per snaps, that will be a backpack that gives us, maybe it'll act like a military backpack, maybe it'll be kind of like in between, whatever it is. Though that backpack over there just suspiciously right there. And listen, backpacks were meant to put stuff into. Currently we have the military backpack, which adds 10 slots. There's the basic backpack, which adds 5. So potentially that's what'll make this event so interesting, is that maybe it'll be a rare event, pops up every once in a while, and if you go, you can actually acquire that camping backpack, which maybe will give you 10 slots, maybe 7 slots, maybe 8 slots. But whatever it is, that backpack over there is definitely something that I noticed right away, and I did want to go ahead and point out, like I was saying, we do have the doggo. The reason that that's interesting and why I think the dog's gonna have something to do with this location is because we've never just seen like a totally grown dog in the wild. Usually dogs belong to us, but our dog wouldn't just be chilling over there. We'd have to be over by that as well. And then over on the left, and this is where I kind of got the idea maybe he's in some kind of trouble, is the fact that there is what appears to be a dead zombie over on the left hand side of the screen as well. There's also another sort of backpack type thing over by that table and that blue folding chair that we might be able to loot and get some loot out of as well. Like I'm saying, honestly, that's what a lot of signs are pointing to. That is what I sincerely believe from my educated hypothesis, that this event will end up playing out as that it will be something like that hunter is in trouble. We arrive here, we have the opportunity to loot up his camp and potentially kill him and loot him up, or we have the opportunity to save him, and maybe if he is saved, which the dog, I think the dog's gonna lead us to him. If he is saved, he might give us a different type of reward, and I think that's where that compassion comes in. And it makes a lot of sense, because Kafir, from what they're saying, there's gonna be some sort of conscious decision we could make, and I think that decision is helping out the hunter or not helping him out. And a lot of signs over here from this camp are kind of pointing towards that, especially like I'm saying, this is gonna be in the corner of whatever map or location it's in, and there has to be other stuff scattered throughout the area, and I'm guessing somewhere else in the area will be where the dog will lead us to, where he'll be in trouble. And that's kind of why this is in the corner, because that gives you a lot of room to play with on the rest of the area, since areas can get relatively big. And there is also the tent over there that I'm guessing maybe you'll be able to loot and get some stuff out of. But all in all, doesn't look like it's going to be too insane of one, but definitely looks super freaking cool. I cannot wait to see these types of new mechanics that the dog might be able to lead us over to what trouble he is in. And also another thing to keep in mind is maybe it will be a small location, and maybe that hunter will give give us a quest, since Kafir has begun doing kind of a questing system and experimenting with that when they were doing all the different like survival guides and stuff, the ritual book for Halloween. So maybe they'll start actually having, because this is definitely a step that the game wants to take moving forward. It just makes total sense for this to be a step, because then it's just a lot more immersive when like you're doing missions for characters, not just this ominous book, and then, you know, you can build relationship with those characters, actually be able to get rewards from them. But like I'm saying, I'm thinking that he might even be able to send us out on a quest, and this might be an early look at kind of like the integrated quest system where we can acquire quests from NPCs. But with that said, with that done, that's gonna wrap it up for the information that I got for us today. We have that raid, player 6516, that we will be visiting a little bit later on. But for now, to Blackport Police Station we go, and in case you guys are in need of that little thing known as the bunker code, 32784 was gonna be the code at the time of me doing it. I checked right before this episode, wrote it down, and I just wrote my stuff into thoughts and thoughts into words and words to the YouTubes and YouTubes to your ears, and now you guys know that wonderful little thing known as a code. But like I'm saying, definitely really excited to hear what you guys got to say about this Hunter's Camp, because it looks like the Hunter's Camp is going to be doing some very, very interesting stuff in Kafir. Seriously, they're hinting towards something interesting. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's going to be a permanent location that respawns every once in a while? I think, given the fact that there's a fire and stuff, it makes a decent amount of sense for it to actually end up being like an event that pops up, and the fire is the reason we're kind of, you know, head over there, kind of like how the chopper event, you know, a lot of times there'll be a fire that leads us to the chopper event in the first place, you know? So just some cool stuff like that. So I'd love to hear what you guys think regarding that event or regarding that location possibility that it could be, and of course what you think that compassion will be necessary for. Like I'm saying, there's gotta be, woo, like what I'm seeing there, there's gotta be some kind of conscious decision we make at that event, and that's where the compassion comes in. We could maybe be a little bit of a douche nozzles, which, like I'm saying, killing the hunter, that shows zero, not even zero, that shows negative compassion. So that would make sense, given the fact that it appears that he's in trouble, because that dog was over there looking all lost and stuff, just looking for his owner. Maybe we'll even be able to steal his dog. That'd be savage. Oh my god. But yeah, there's just a lot of possibilities. This event's definitely / location is definitely looking cool, and I definitely cannot wait to get my grubby little fingers on it. So make sure you guys go ahead and drop what y'all think about it in that comment section down below, and a reminder that comment is gonna put you 1/3 of the way until we reach $12 at two such place store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure to like button, make sure to subscribe. That will enter you in on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video from the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and sets will be the winner for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell hit to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of Last Day on Earth information, such as that which we are sharing today, and keeping y'all in the loop on breaking down any info and finding any hidden little tidbits that might be scattered throughout those screenshots and throughout those informations that are to be shared. You know we are staying on top of that, keeping y'all as informed as humanly possible. And hello, bathroom, I wish I could utilize you. I wish there was a bonus, you know, for, you know, if we have to pee, like peeing where you're supposed to pee, you know. Can I get a bonus for this Kafir? Some kind of bonus, please? It's all that I want. But we also got a couple of weapons here, as you guys can see. I just kind of brought some of my more dinked up guns to go ahead and have some shenanigans with, and also a little thing known as the katana to do a little bit of clean up crew. But for now, let's clean up these zombie officers. Nice, easy, nifty, swifty, breezy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, whatever words you want to use to describe it is going very well. Oh, this the guy that goes boom. This might not go as well. Let's just let him blow up that door by himself. You do you there, big boy. I ain't judging. If you want to blow, you want to blow. That's all up to you. Now then, Mr. Zombie Officer, you have some good armor on you, my friend, so I'm just kind of gonna hit you with the jukes, and you ain't hitting me at all. I'm sorry to say. But yeah, like I was saying, that notification bell is a great reason, because then you can stay up to date with all that info that we are constantly keeping y'all in the loop on. Not to mention, as soon as those updates do come out, we're gonna be all over them, showing off anything and everything that they have to offer, and taking it to the max, and making sure that you are prepared to go ahead and dive in yourselves. And of course, it's a great way of staying up to date with every single video y'all can enter on for that weekly giveaway, and of course, all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well. And speaking of that, boys and girls, later today, the video after this for the love of all, check it out. I'm just saying, it's the return of a long-awaited series that I know many people have been clamoring for. And I think y'all, oh god dang it, he was chomping away at some of my health right there. I forgot the hungry chompers do that. I don't visit the police station enough. I gotta rob this place more often. It's got some decent things. Even do a little bit of a courtyard run. I think we might do a bit of a courtyard run because I do have a couple of leftover weapons here. Not the scar, no. But I do have a couple of leftover weapons here from from those veteran packs openings that we did a couple weeks back that we got ridiculously lucky on, dude. Those packs were suspiciously nice to us. I'm not a fella who trusts packs, but those packs might be the only, like, if I'm like hanging for dear life off the top of a skyscraper, I might trust those packs to maybe save me. Or maybe that's where the packs totally fail me, because let's be honest, sometimes they can be very brutal. But yeah, like I was saying, the next video coming up after this is a series that I think many of you guys are going to absolutely adore. If you, god dang it, he put his freaking shield up, absolutely adore. If you guys like Last Day on Earth, I know a lot of you that have checked out the series in the past have absolutely loved it. It's a lot like Last Day on Earth in a lot of ways, especially in that survival aspect, but like, I don't want to spoil too much. I want to leave some of it to be a little bit of a surprise, but definitely video after this, there's gonna be something huge going on later today, and there's a very specific reason we're restarting that series, and I think it's gonna make a lot of people who missed the series happy, and a lot of you guys a great chance to dive into that series for the first time, because I think like when we were playing it before, like we were in the middle of a season, hopefully I'm not giving too much away here, but we were like in the middle of a season of the game. And what that ended up doing was it was just kind of like a little bit hard. Like, you know, if you jumped into the midst of it, maybe you were like missing out on some important stuff that happened in the past. It's not like a story game or anything. You don't need the story, but like it's a great way because I'm going to be showing how to play too, so you guys aren't as confused. Because that's the thing. If you jump into it like in the middle of the season or something, you might be like, oh, what the hell is happening? But we're going to be starting from scratch. We're going to be playing a lot of it. And I think you guys are, I genuinely think, especially if you guys understand how the game goes, you are going to love this series if you love Last Day on Earth, because a lot of people checked it out from Last Day on Earth in the past and said, yo, start, this is amazing. And I'm like, yes, I know. And finally today, something big is happening, which is why we are making that triumphant return. I'm guessing a lot of you guys might be able to maybe guess what that series is at this point with all the hints that I'm dropping, but I'm just saying, just make sure to go ahead and drop in on that video. It's going to be a good decision. I pinky promise you. Nah, then another good decision is murdering all these dudes. Hello, jailbirds. How do you do? Let's go ahead and mow you down with some AK thunder. Oh, that never gets old. I love the Kalashnikov 47. Marvelous piece of machinery, comrades. Really gets the job done nice and well. Speaking of nice and well, and the Facebook notification that happened in the background that I just went ahead and disabled, let's go ahead and dink you up with a nice and well katana and hopefully keep him. God dang it, he put his shield up. But whatever. As soon as he puts that down, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of clean up. Everybody clean up. I got some cleanup for you, Mr. Riot Zombie. See ya! Slice that arm right off you. We got some keys over here. Let's hope that maybe we'll get lucky. I know I like to stockpile keys, guys, but I already have like a decent stockpile of keys back at home. So let's see if maybe any of these, crossing my fingers here. No whammy, no whammy. That's, that was a whammy. That was a whammy and a half. I am not intrigued. However, over here, Mr. Bed numero dos. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's got some okay things in there. Let's go ahead and chow down on that bad boy. And then why don't we go... Oh, I didn't even mean to kill that guy. I was just trying to get this dude's attention here. Finish those two guys off. We gotta go and get ourselves into a little bit of a 1v1. Hello, hungry chopper. How do you do? Let me just get some slices off over on you. A little bit of a stutter step to try and prevent you getting as many hits off on me as I can. And oh my god, I just made that guy do a headstand because he ain't got no legs to stand on anymore. So he's got to be standing on that head. Or maybe his arms. You know, maybe he'll be like one of those super athletic people who can do handstands and walk around. Spoiler alert, I am not one of those people. I was never coordinated enough to do a freaking handstand, dude. That was wild. I remember my mind was blown every single time I saw anyone else walking on their hands. I'm like, that's not right. We walk on our legs for a reason. But they just kept doing it, and I just kept being amazed. And good morning, police officer. I got the katana with your name. Smack dab on it. goodbye to you, and as thus we have arrived over here. And like I'm saying, we haven't done any runs over here in a minute, so why don't we go and mix things up and return? So I'm just gonna put a couple of things away here. So we got some room in our inventory. Sorry about that burp. So we got some room in our inventory to go ahead and grab some guns. Alrighty then, we're not gonna go too crazy here. We'll get that AK. I know the shotgun hurts to see without the mods on it, but we're grabbing what we can, and even, I don't know about VSS, that's asking for a lot. We'll get another AK. Listen, we're looking like a freaking, like a giant rebellion here with the amount of Kalashnikovs we got. And that's exactly the way I want to see it, comrades. Kalashnikovs, they're a marvelous piece of machinery, you know? And I like marvelous things, like all the marvelous death we are about to bring upon these zombies. I probably should have just killed these dudes with some katanas. I'm gonna be completely honest, so I will get that katana up in there so we can handle some of the schmucks, but let's go ahead and handle up some of these cards and start grabbing these, and hopefully we can walk out of today with a little bit of good loot. At the very least, we're going to be doing some rounds here. How nutty will we be going with these rounds? I'm not entirely sure, but definitely slice these dudes up a little bit here. Little stutter step there to break it up, and that way minimize. I should have been stutter stepping the entire time. That's always like a nifty little trick. If you guys aren't doing that already, whenever you do have a melee weapon upon you, make sure that after someone does run up on you, if they get a hit off on you, you want to slice and move away after every hit, man. Even just moving away a little bit, it'll just make them need to run to you, which gives you a little bit more time and allows you to get, well, it kind of minimizes the amount of hits that they have to get off, which is always a nifty thing to go ahead and do. So let's continue the slice and oh, no dice for you. That man just got a bullet straight to the brain. Sorry about that. I was gonna slice and dice you, but no slice and dice for you. Instead, let's go and get AK numero 2 up in the rotation. And we need to be a little bit careful, comrades, because in the just one GIF, okay, not to be confused with a GIF, in just one GIF, the guys who go boom, they will be appearing. And the guys who go boom, they are not the nicest of people. Or that dude is very spooky. He is so big. Why do I talk like this still? I don't know. I like to have fun and goof off a little bit. Cut me slack, and I will maybe cut this guy less bullets in his brain. Just kidding. You get all the bullets, comrade. All the bullets in the freaking world. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Other video going up after this video. It's gonna be a part 1 of a series, and I'm just saying, guys, check it out. Give it a go. I really think you're gonna love this series. A lot of people have loved it from Last Day on Earth before, and I think now is gonna be an amazing time because, not to spoil too much, but a very, very biggest update in the history of the game that I'm talking about is coming out today, and that's why it's such a big deal. And we got an early look at the update too, so it's gonna be even cooler because that means that it's super exclusive, baby. Ain't everyone gonna be available to do this like we are. So like I'm saying, it's a great reason to go ahead and pop on in, and we're gonna be starting from scratch. And a lot of people even said that it's like an entirely new game, kind of, that like so much has changed about it. So like I'm gonna be kind of learning from the start too. I'm gonna be learning with you guys, and it's gonna make a lot of sense. Like I'm saying, if you guys understand the game, which I'm gonna make sure that you do, you, I believe, are going to love this thing. It's definitely one of my fave games all time, and the fact that we've played it so much in the past, and I don't want to give away too much, like I'm saying, but the fact that we've played it so much in the past also kind of leads to that. It's just been a fun one to play, man. But all right, let's go ahead and say good day to you, Riot Zombie. And enough talking about that other dope series that we'll be starting. Let's focus on this dope series right here and right now, and let's focus on the AK Thunder that we're bringing a boot and some of these enemies that we're trying to bring on down and minimize the amount of damage that we take. And luckily, it is not too difficult to take these dudes out this way. If we were restricted to melee weapons, though, these rounds over here get a little bit spookier. This is definitely a little bit easy peasier when we have access to guns. Luckily, from all the raiding that we do, we just have a massive gun stockpile that we can constantly go ahead and kind of get our little hands into. And you guys might be like, stop, I have to use guns so much. Guys, you don't understand. I need to use these guns. It's the most first world problem in the world. I know, you don't need to tell me, but I have so many freaking guns in my base. If I just keep on saving them, my base will run out of room. We need to use them. So I know you guys might be like, oh, Star, you're being wasteful with your guns. No, guys, the guns need to be used. They're gonna take over my base. I am gonna be overthrown as the rightful ruler of my own home by guns. And I'm not sure about you. I'm not. Let's go and definitely get out of that situation. I'm not trying to go up against an army of guns, because there's definitely an army's worth of guns stashed up in my base. So hopefully y'all can understand my perspective over there. And am I really just getting all of these cards? Like, I was hoping we might get like one decent card amongst all of this, but it's being a little bit rough around the edges right now. And oh, speaking of rough. I don't know why I just roughed like a dog. I was thinking about my girlfriend. She sent me a snap chat of her dog because she just got home for Thanksgiving break. I'm going home tomorrow, by the way, no worries. Videos will continue. I might need to be recording on my more mobile setup with my laptop, but hey, that will be all good. We will make it work just mighty fine. But yeah, I don't know. She sent me a snap of her dog, and her dog's getting a haircut. And her dog, honestly, I'm a little bit sad, guys. That is a very fluffy dog. And if you guys want to know more about the adventures of her dog, me, like I'm saying, if you guys aren't following me and her on Instagram already, she just started up her Instagram. I feel like a lot of you guys, if you aren't already, might enjoy diving into some of the stuff that she's got to show off. And I don't know, some of the stuff I got to show off on Instagram, although that's mainly showing off the fact that she's awesome and I love her. And yeah, nah, but I try to do some cool stuff over on Instagram, and I try to do some giveaways over there too as well. I know y'all like them giveaways, so just if you aren't already, it's a decent thing to go ahead and follow me on over, especially because if, you know, if YouTube just decides to delete itself one day, hey, you'll be like, oh, okay, well, I can at least see what's up with Star over on Instagram. If you're just following me here, YouTube managed. Okay, I don't know how YouTube would get deleted. I'm just saying, all right? This is an apocalyptic scenario. After all, we are playing a game about the apocalypse, so it only makes sense we do apocalyptic scenarios, right? Yeah, it's just a little bit of a good backup because you never know if YouTube just one day is like, oh, I'm gonna delete myself. At the very least, I could be like, oh, hey there, neighbor, I'm still over here. You know, keep y'all in the loop at Starsnipe, and then from my page, if you read in my profile bio, you should be able to go and get to her Instagram too if you want to. I got her linked all over because I don't know. I just like her a lot. I'm sorry. I'm being sappy, all right? We can't be sappy. We're over the apocalypse. We gotta be battle hardened like that guy. You know how battle hardened that guy was? He blew himself up. That's loco, man. All right? I don't know. That's a little bit too battle hardened. We don't need to go that crazy, all right? The only way I'll blow myself up is if we're over at the night. Oh no, my shirt. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. So our armor may or may not be falling apart as well. But the only way I would ever think about blowing myself up would be over when we're attacking the witch, who actually we haven't attacked in a little bit of a hot minute. We should maybe go and pay her a little bit of a visit again, and then maybe less hordes will go about attacking us too. So we might need to go and attack the witch at some point. Hopefully get some loot off her as well. I just wish, that's another thing. I really wish the bosses in the game dropped more loot too. For the most part, the best loot they drop is like, if you're lucky, their head is a trophy. And then also if you're lucky, whatchamacall, I'm not lucky though. I'm not getting any good cards out of this, and our armor's about to totally deteriorate, and I don't know if we should continue, so we'll go ahead. We will surrender there, but at the very least, we got some decent stuff, and we got some more stuff over here to go ahead and take back, and I'm go ahead, leave that, grab that, leave that. Nothing over here, nothing over there. Let's make our way over and pop on open. What do we have? We got 20. We could trade up for 2 green crates. Let's get a couple of green crates here, shall we? Hello, Mr. Raider. How do you do? Give me the cards of the green. I wish I could rob this guy. You know how many cards he must have? What do you eat back there? I don't see a fridge. How'd that guy even get back there? He climbed over this. You scum. You savage. Apparently he doesn't care about bullets. You know what? I'm just saying, hot take, he's a ghost. Hear me out. I'm just saying. You know, a lot of things line up to him being a ghost, and hello, like what I'm seeing over here. Thank you for those lenses. Thank you for those brand new pantalones. And over here in crate number 2, we got some more SWAT, and that's whack, bro. That's whack. All right, we'll go and put a couple of these less valuable / less plentiful things away, because I usually like to take full stacks of things. We'll grab some of the more valuable things that they do have to offer hither. And let's go back to crate. That's not a crate, that's the terminal. Let's go back to crate numero 1 and grab some of those things that I was talking about. I will return for you machetes. After all, the police station ain't gonna be respawning in a minute. And speaking of minutes and respawns, that brings me back to the camp. that we were going over earlier. Another question that I kind of should have asked earlier, but I didn't. My bad about that, guys. If you think it'll be like an event, like I'm saying, I think it's gonna be an event, but if you think it'll be like a location, what do you think the respawn time around it might be as well? Interesting questions and interesting observations. Tomorrow's Saturday, so giveaway winner of this past week being announced then. Get all the entries in, and a brand new giveaway getting kicked off as well. So all in all, it's gonna be a fun time. Honestly, everything from here on out is going to be super fun. Like I was talking about that new series / old series that's getting a huge new update, so it's going to be pretty much like brand new. We got, of course, Last Day on Earth continuing and some very cool updates in the works from what they were saying. And let's be honest, we're about to go on a raid too, so non-stop epicness from here on out for the rest of today and for the rest of all eternity. So I'm gonna go ahead, prepare for that raid, and talk to y'all in a sec. And we are looking nice and prepared with the addition of a couple of these hatchets to go ahead and go on that exact raid that I was speaking of. I do have a little bit extra over here. I brought quite a few of those hatchets, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll leave behind one of each. We'll bring a row of each. I think that's pretty fair, and we got some more raiding materials as well over there, ready and rearing to go. We did not get revenge raided today, unfortunately. We are back down to 3 skulls, so today's raid is muy importante to get us back to a situation where the raids are free and hopefully the raids are plentiful. And hello, Dilla, how do you do? But dude, for real, I don't know, man. That camp is seriously looking dope. I know we went over a little bit earlier today, but like I was saying, there's just so much cool potential because of that hint that Kafir left with it, like, oh, like being compassionate or something, you know, just kind of like this mysterious camp with only a dog missing a person. We're gonna be able to make some sort of decision, and that decision is gonna affect the loot that we get. And it's gonna be really cool to see, especially because, I don't know, it's just shaping up. I genuinely think that it's gonna be an event. I know some people are gonna think of this location, but I think it's gonna be an event. I don't know. There's a lot of signs pointing towards it, but ooh, we also have a little bit of base over here. However, I don't know. So here's the problem about this. These 2 rooms might be separated. There might be stuff over here and stuff over there, and there might be a wall splitting it off. And I don't want to break, and it's not looking like it's gonna be the most amazing raid in the world. And after doing a little bit of research about this bad boy, I think that this is gonna be the only area that we want to break into. This area over here is gonna have 1 chest within it, but that chest isn't super amazing, whereas over here we got quite a few chests at our disposal. So let's go ahead and toss that C4 on down and see what the contents of today's raid decide to be. Nothing over in the woodworking bench, unfortunately. We got these dudes to go ahead and deal with. Oi, 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 oi vey, oi vey. Let's make our way over here and chill. And we got all these dudes over here that we're gonna be dealing with, but as you guys could tell, our weapons are not silenced today. I was in a little bit of a rush, and well, turns out that being in a rush before a raid does not lead to good things, but luckily for us, this isn't going to be as bad of a raid to do that on, because we should be just fine when it comes to taking all of this stuff. There's not too much stuff for us to break into, so we should be able to use these unsilenced weapons and not really suffer too much from it, which is good. So let's try to shotgun rain our way to shotgun rain. Oh my god, I love seeing those people fly apart. Victory. Let's get a couple more bullets off on this, and yeah, you guys can see, like, we've added a little bit of noise, but not the worst thing in the world. And you guys saw how many chests we're gonna have to blow on open, so it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, it just kind of goes to show that while silencing is very nice, like at the end of the day, unsilenced weapons, they're only gonna cost you, I don't know, how much did we probably made like around 3 noise for that entire section. Unsilenced weapons are probably gonna cost you right around maybe 10 noise total during a raid. So I mean, obviously not ideal, and that is seriously my bad. I'm just kind of punching myself internally because that was just a total derpy thing to do. I was just too excited to freaking get our booties up to freaking 4 skulls. I don't know, man. Today's just a very exciting day. When I get excited, the goldfish memory, as y'all know, does kick on. And you know what we might be able to do, actually? Was there any machetes? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We'll actually be able to do this a different way should we choose, and I'm kind of gonna choose to do it that way. All that we want to do is make our way into here. Okay, I'm gonna deal with this guy really quickly. But then what we can do, this is a nifty little trick if you guys don't already utilize it. You definitely want to start utilizing it, right? So we're going to be saving those weapons due to my derpitude. What you can do is go ahead and pop open the door every once in a while over here to the doghouse, and you can let in a couple of enemies at a time, and then you can literally deal with these guys one by one should you choose. And dealing with them one by one makes your life very easy, let me just say. So get on in here, big boy. Big old fast biter. Let's go and take you out via 1v1. Oh, I just want one abomination in here. Come on, big boy. Ow. No, no, no. Can just... Oh, there we go. Oh, are you not in? Are you not in? Ah, come on. Come on now. Come on now. I don't know how I'm gonna get this guy in. He's just gonna punch me. Whoop. Whoop. Scoop. Nope. I'm just need to, like, leave it open and punch him a little bit. Whoop. Okay, yeah, this is not ideal. They're all freaking just clogging up the doorway, and they're punching me if I don't do anything. That man's literally just stuck in the freaking doorway. Oh my god, you over here, Mr. Abomination. You are a character, let me just say. Okay, I'm gonna deal with, like, one of them at a time. Yeah, he just doesn't care to move, so I'll take advantage of that. Take you out one at a time. And come on back. Is he just too big? Like, I think he's stuck. I think big boy over here might be a little bit stuck. Oh my god, I can't believe I've done this to you. I'm so sorry, Toxic Abomination. How could I betray you so? And, yeah, honestly, these two, I'll just go ahead and finish y'all off. Normal-wise, it's all good. I know that they're gonna be doing a little bit more damage than we might hope, but we could also do this little stutter step. It doesn't minimize damage as much, but it does make our life pretty easy when you just kind of, like, move away a little bit after each hit. It doesn't totally minimize damage, but it definitely lessens it, which is always a good thing to be aiming for. Now then, we have some loot to get back to looting. Where are you, Mr. Loot? I want you in my belly. Oh, and we can also go ahead, whoa, heal up via those bandages, always a good thing as well. What do we have up in chest down here? Nothing super amazing. That's the thing, it does not appear to be the craziest of raids, unfortunately. I'm very sorry about that one, lads, but hey, for the most part, we're doing those daily raids, so just make sure to, let's freaking go, at least we got that. Make sure you are, at the very least, staying on tuned, because there will be more a-coming, away. Did that summon the zombies, or are we good? Okay, this might be perfect, because I don't really want to deal with that next wave of zombies, and we should be fine to get out of here without really making too much ruckus. We'll go ahead and grab some of those best things that we can. Grab up the full stacks of things. I just prefer grabbing full stacks over non-full things. Nothing super amazing there. I'll eat some of your food, though. Thank you for offering, big boy. Appreciate that. Yeah, it doesn't really appear like he dropped anything super incredible. We can go ahead and get some more tape up in there. I'll get a stack of that. I guess he's got some food. He's got the ATV wheel, which you could always just scrap on down into some steel. Should all go well. We do have some gasoline. Let's go and see if we can't empty that into the chopper. And also, the chopper does have some inventory slots that we want to ensure we are capitalizing upon. Let's go. Toss that in there. Definitely toss that in there. And I guess the that shotgun's almost broken. That's not going to be too expensive. I guess the oak, they might kind of be asking for a little bit if they see we brought home that much oak. Definitely depends, but other than that, all right, our chopper is all set. We deposited the gas. Let's go and see what else we can take with the rest of our free inventory slots. And it might be some more ATV wheels coming to a Papa Star near you, because, oh, let's go and get a full stack of those beans, of course, of course. I'll grab some nuts. I'm always game for grabbing some nuts. Let's grab us some of them nuts. Let's go and grab us some of those iron ingots. And I'm just going to be doing, our inventory's full. I'm just going to take all these, see if we can't stack things up that I might not have caught initially. And with that said, and with that done, it does appear that this raid is going to be coming to a thing known as a conclusion. And all in all, despite the fact I derped out and the goldfish memory kicked in, because I'm just, like I'm saying, man, there's just so much stuff to be excited over. That huge update allowing us to go ahead and start that awesome series from scratch. And a lot of, ooh la la, where is this airdrop at? YOLO, I'll take a detour. Well, like I'm saying, it just freaking perfect, man. I'm so personally excited for this update. It's the biggest one this game's gotten in a while. I'm excited because I think a lot of you guys are gonna like get a great opportunity to see the game and be like, yo, Star wasn't lying. This game, it is cool. And we had the Hunter's Camp revealed today. I'm sorry. There's just a lot of hype in my life right now. It's been a tough week. I had tests, I had exams, I had hard homeworks, and I still have some projects to do. But god dang it, man. Something about hopping into Last Day on Earth and having all of this good news. It just got the hype meter off the freaking charts. So sorry if it had some adverse side effects contributing more than usual to my derpitude. But alas, all is well. And what you got in store for me, Mr. Airdrop? Do I like what you got in store for me? Thank you kindly, an engine part, because as you guys know, they did increase, I believe, from airdrops the drop rate of engine parts, and as you are seeing, we are benefiting from that higher drop rate. And I believe behind one of these wheels, definitely grabbing that lens and definitely gonna go ahead and call it a day there. So like I'm saying, can't wait to hear what y'all guys say in that comment section down below regarding this Hunter's Camp, some of the information that I was able to head your guys' way, and how you guys can utilize that, maybe form your guys' own hypotheses and any and all that type of jazz. I'm very much so looking forward to, not to mention that series coming later today. Like I'm saying, hello Wolf, how do you do? Goodbye to you, and of course best of luck in the giveaway when it's being announced tomorrow, and a brand new weekly one kicking off as well. But that's gonna start wrapping up for me for now. Best of luck to you guys and gals. Get the chopper gas taken, joining the chopper squadron. Best of luck breeding your pup, getting the true friend perk, leveling up your own perks and skills, not to mention find the very best blueprints and building up the very best attachments for the very best weapons that you got. Best of luck building up your base, going down on the dopest of raids, defeating all the bosses the game has to throw at you, getting past the multiplayer wall and into the clan base. And the most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fantastic time all throughout. But that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.